So I had another new flatmate move in just recently, so my last flatmate didn't know that I made ASMR videos, and she was just very loud, like all the time. Like I just couldn't, film, because you would just hear like stuff in the background. But because she didn't really know that I made ASMR videos, like I couldn't really like ask her to be quiet. So my new flatmate is much quieter, and she knows that I have made ASMR videos in the past, but I don't think she knows that I'm making this right now, that I'm recording this. But yeah, so that's one thing that's been going on. Another thing is I was so ill for so long. I feel like I just like the last maybe like 3 months of 2021, I was just like getting ill so much. I genuinely think I was ill about 5 times with some sort of cold or flu or something that like either my nose was constantly running, or I was sneezing, or I was coughing. And then in like December, maybe like early December, I got a really, really bad chest infection. Like it was horrible. And then straight after that, like I was still recovering from that, still on like antibiotics and stuff from that. And then I had that for weeks, and then while I was recovering, I got COVID over Christmas. So yeah, I am like constantly, like for the past month, been like very breathless. And so like sitting down to record a whispering video where I'm just like talking for like however long is quite difficult. I feel like I'm just starting to like get my breath back. I've tried to like start going out running and stuff again. I've only been out twice. I don't think I'm gonna go to the gym just yet, because I don't want to be like indoors with so many people at the moment. And also I just feel like this is silly, but I need to build my fitness up to go back to the gym, if that makes sense. I'm very like self-conscious when I'm at the gym and stuff, so yeah. But so that's been my like past couple of weeks, month, whatever. And also yeah, I'm trying to figure out the best setup of where to film. Like I would normally sit at my desk and film there and like put my mic, like I'm just holding my mic in my hand at the minute. I would normally put it like down on the desk, but my desk is just like full of stuff at the minute. So I'm just sat on the floor. I'm using my desk chair to prop up my camera, and I'm just, holding the mic in my hand. I'm like really, it's really professional setup going on here, right? I want to make like a little dedicated corner somewhere in my room, because I don't really love like the backdrop. Like when I'm sat at my desk, I'd love to get like something that I've got like some nice curtains over there. Maybe I could like seen a couple of movies. So yeah. So like the first movie that I went to see in the cinema for months, a couple of weeks ago, now, yeah, was the new Matrix, The Matrix Resurrections, I think it's called. Yeah, The Matrix Resurrections. So, it's like the fourth movie after the original trilogy. So, before I went to see that, I rewatched the original trilogy. I'd seen it before, like years ago. I think I've seen the first one multiple times. When I got to the third one, I didn't really remember all that much of it. But yeah, the first one I think is like one of the best films like ever made. I love the original. Reloaded, the second one is okay. Like, it's quite good. Revelations, I think, is the third one. Like I just was never really that much of a fan of that movie. But yeah, I was really, really keen to go see Resurrections, which is the fourth one that's just come out. And it was okay. Like, I didn't think it was a bad movie, but like compared to, like, I thought it was better than 3. Maybe like on par with 2, but definitely not as good as the first one. Which I think it's always hard for sequels to like live up to the original anyway. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I didn't dislike it. I don't want to like spoil anything for anyone, so I'm not gonna go like too in depth with it. It was very meta. There were like so many calls. Sorry, that was my throat making a funny noise. There were so many like calls back to the first, well, like the first 3 movies. But overall, like tonally for me, like it just didn't have that same, like the cinematography was like very different, the colour grading and stuff wasn't the same as like the original. You didn't have some of the original actors like playing the original characters, like Lawrence Fishburne wasn't there playing Morpheus. The original like Agent Smith, sorry, the original Agent Smith wasn't back. I always forget his name. Hugo Weaving, is that his name? Sorry, I think that's like outside. I don't know if you can hear the people outside my flat. Like they had some good actors like in the place of those, but it just wasn't the same in my opinion. Like instead of Hugo Weaving, they had I can never remember his name. He's from Mindhunter and he was in Glee. I think he played like Jesse St. James in Glee, and I really like him. He's a really good actor and he did well, but I think it's just like not the same, is it? So yeah, it was a good movie. I didn't mind it. I didn't dislike it, but it would just never live up to the original, and I don't really see why they had to why they had to make it, why they had to reboot it. And I heard that because it was only Lana Wachowski that came back for this movie, and I heard that she didn't want to come back, but Warner Brothers said like, we're remaking it with or without you, so better for her to come back and, you know, remake it, I guess. Another movie that I've been to see in the cinemas recently was Licorice Pizza, Paul Thomas Anderson's latest film. This one for me was, I don't really know where to start with it. Like, I thought it was a Philip Seymour Hoffman's son. And I thought that their acting was incredible and their chemistry was really good. The direction, the cinematography was really good. The script, like, first of all, like, again, without giving away too many spoilers, because this is already all over the internet, the film is about, like, a friendship relationship between a 15-year-old boy and a 25-year-old woman. And it's really, like, problematic, in my opinion, because, like, they don't necessarily, like, I don't want to dive into the plot too much, like, it's not necessarily, like, an illegal relationship, because they're not, like, you know, sexually involved in the film. But it's just, like, a weird dynamic, and I just thought it was, like, unnecessary. Like, why are we making films about that in 2021, you know? Yeah. If it had been about, like, an 18-year-old, at least, and a 25-year-old, like, I don't know, it just would have been a lot better, in my opinion. And I think it's a shame because, like, it made me personally feel, like, so uncomfortable that it took away from what could have been, like, a really, really great movie, in my opinion. So yeah, I mean, you can make up your own mind about that, I guess, but just for me, like, I don't know, I just felt very uncomfortable, like, for almost the whole movie, even though even though nothing, like, technically, like, illegal goes on, it's just a bit weird, in my opinion. So yeah, but I really want to, like, get out to the cinema more. I want to go and see the new Scream movie soon. I rewatched the first one. It would have actually been, like, over Halloween. It was quite a while ago now. Yeah, that was, like, I was doing, like, a Halloween, like, horror movie marathon. So I rewatched the first one that was on Prime in the UK, on Amazon Prime. And I cannot find the second or third ones on, like, Prime or Netflix or anything. But the fourth one is on Netflix. So I'm probably gonna, like, torrent the second and the third or something, and just try and rewatch the rest before going to see the new one at the weekend. I've seen them all before, like, especially the first one. I've seen the first one so many times. I've seen 2, like, so many times as well. 3 probably, like, a few less times. I think I've only seen the fourth one, like, once, maybe twice at a push. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to the new one. I just love that franchise, to be honest. Like, I think, is it, like, the height of cinema? No, but I'm looking forward to it being very meta. I've heard it's very meta and, like, calls back to the first one a lot. But they're all really meta, like, in my opinion. The first one is meta about the horror genre in general, and then the second and the third and the fourth, they all call back to the previous films, like, they have the stab movies within the movies within the movies, do you know what I mean? So yeah, hopefully I'll be going out to the cinema at the weekend to see that. What else? So, like, Netflix movies we watched Don't Look Up over Christmas. I'm really sorry if you can hear background noise. I think that might be my flatmate's TV. Yeah, that doesn't sound like people outside my flat. I mean, maybe, like, turn the gain down. Sorry, so it might not be, like, as tingly because I turned the gain down, but hopefully you can't hear so much of the TV and stuff now from the next room. What was I saying? Oh, Don't Look Up. Don't Look Up is like a Netflix movie that has Leonardo DiCaprio and Jennifer Lawrence and Jonah Hill in it, and it's about basically a meteor is coming to Earth, and these two scientists are trying to warn the world, and nobody really seems to care. Nobody seems to give a damn. But it's really like a social commentary, I think, about like climate change deniers, and especially in the US, I think, because like we obviously do have climate change deniers in the UK, but to be honest, like I genuinely don't think it's as bad as it is in the US. But yeah, I really liked this movie. I thought it was really smart and like quietly funny. I know a lot of people have like trashed it online. I don't know, maybe like it has like a very dry sense of humour, which I don't think, like, even though it's an American movie, I don't think that sense of humour like necessarily always does well in the US. Like, please correct me if I'm wrong, but like as someone like looking in from outside, that doesn't seem like the most like kind of popular type of comedy. Whereas in the UK, like, we love a dry sense of humour. Well, like most people do. So I don't know. I enjoyed that aspect of it, and yeah, I mean, if you have Netflix, I'd definitely suggest giving it a watch. So, TV, let's move on to TV shows that I've been watching now. I'll just go over a couple. Obviously, like, the new Witcher season 2 came out. I literally watched that with my parents over, like, Christmas while I was at home. Because we'd both, like, watched the first season, like, separately. But I think it came out like the day before I went home for Christmas holidays, so yeah, we watched that. It was good. Like, I've never really played the Witcher games that much. I have the Witcher 3, I think, which I started, and I always do this, I start video games and then just stop, because I just genuinely find like I don't have time to sit and play them. But yeah, as someone that hasn't really played the games, like as someone that hasn't really like sat and played the games, or like I've not read the books, so I feel like I can't comment on how true it is to like the other forms of media, but I liked it. I think it's a good show. So yeah, well, pretty much like we binge watched that over like a week maybe. Titans season 3, I binge watched that in like the space of a week as well. Again, like, I've never really like watched the Teen Titans, or like I'm not really into like DC comics or whatever. So I don't know how Titans itself is a Netflix series. Well, it's on Netflix in the UK. I don't know how that compares, like, and how DC fans feel about it, but I thought season 3 was good. It had a lot of stuff that I wasn't expecting. Yeah, it surprised me. But I was really disappointed that some of the characters from season 2 didn't come back, and then some like only came back for like the final few episodes who had been like main characters before. And they kind of like brought in new characters and then started like new relationships, but then it all happened really quickly, then it was over in like 2 episodes. So yeah, I liked it. I feel like anything that has like only like 10, 11, 12, whatever, however many episodes it has, like there's never enough. I always need more. But like it's just one of those like shows which I can watch really quickly. Like I can always just put it on and binge it, and yeah, can't wait for the next season if we get one. Trying to think what else I've been watching. I binge watched again. Like it's winter and I've not really been out much, so I've been watching a lot of TV. I binge watched Cheer season 2. I love Cheer, like the show. Like I don't know, like before I watched that first season, I watched the first season in the very first lockdown, so I think it had already been out for a little bit when I started watching it, and my flatmate had seen it and she said, you need to watch this, and she sat and watched it again with me, the first season. And if you don't know what Cheer is, it's like a docu-series which follows like a university, like a college cheer team in Texas, and they're like the best team in the country. And yeah, before I watched that, I didn't know a single thing about cheerleading. Like I know it's big in the US, and I know that it's obviously like a really, really hard discipline. But like I was just obsessed with the first season, and then yeah, the second season like kind of just came out of nowhere. Didn't even know it was coming. And yeah, I just watched that in like a few days. There was only like 9 episodes. Sometimes I think I watch stuff too quickly because now I'm like, oh, it's over. Like I've got to wait God knows how long for a 3rd season, if we even get a 3rd season, who knows. But yeah, oh my gosh, so much drama in the 2nd season of Cheer. Would definitely recommend, like, if you're not really into documentaries that much, I would say give this one a go anyway, because it kind of like borders on like reality TV and docu-series. What else in terms of like documentaries? I watched a true crime one, the Times Square Killer. I think it was like 3 episodes. If you're a true crime fan, give it a watch. I felt like it's a good, like, again on Netflix. I feel like Netflix true crime documentaries, like, they're always directed well and the editing's really good and stuff like that. So if you're into true crime and you've got a few hours, like, just have a watch of that. It's quite interesting. I didn't really know like much about that particular like killer before that, so yeah, I found that really interesting. And yeah, I think, what else have I been watching? So I have been watching Yellow Jackets. Just finished that yesterday or the day before, can't remember. That one I haven't been binge watching because I couldn't, because it was coming out weekly. If you haven't watched that show, oh my gosh, you need to watch it. In the US, I think it's on Showtime. In the UK, it's on Sky or Now TV. If you don't have either of those, please just go and like find somewhere to stream it. It's so good. I have not been like so obsessed with the show for such a long time. Without giving too much away, it's about a girls' soccer team. In 1996, they're like flying to national championship, and they're playing crashes in the wilderness. So half of it is set in 1996, and then the other half is set in present day with the same characters. I really don't want to give any more away than that, but oh my gosh, this is like my new favourite favourite show. Like, I know that, like, Twitter has been blowing up over this as well. And rightly so. Like, I genuinely, like, the story is so good, the acting is so good, like, I would just recommend everybody go and watch it. And oh my gosh, like, such a strong female cast, both like the 1996 teenagers and like the present day. Like, it has Juliette Lewis, Christina Ricci, Melanie Linsky. Like, it's honestly, I just, again, there was only like 10 episodes of it, and I can't believe I have to wait like another year now for the next season. But so worth it. Like, it'll be so worth the wait. So yeah, that's pretty much like a roundup of what I've been watching. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I've been watching recently. I'm the kind of person, like, I like to go back and rewatch shows I've seen before. I do it all the time. So my current, like, rewatches have been New Girl. I started that from the beginning. I'm on the final season now, I think. I've also started watching Ugly Betty from the beginning because it's on Disney Plus. And I started watching Teen Wolf again on Netflix. Like, I think with Teen Wolf I only ever watched like one season. Yeah, I think with Teen Wolf I'd only ever originally watched like one season. Maybe got onto the second. It was one of those shows, like, I watched it around the same time as like Vampire Diaries and stuff like that. Oh, and I watched the first episode, not rewatched, but I was just thinking about Disney Plus again there. I watched the first episode of Hawkeye. I watched that with my parents, like, while I was at home over Christmas. They watch quite a lot of like Marvel stuff. I feel like they're really up to date with everything. I am so behind with Marvel movies. Like, I genuinely like fell off the wagon somewhere around Thor. I can't even remember if there was one after Ragnarok. I think I saw that, but I haven't seen like the last two Avengers movies. I saw the first Avengers and I've seen the second one. I saw Captain America's Civil War. But like, I haven't seen any of the Spider-Man movies with like Tom Holland. I haven't even seen the Spider-Man movies with Andrew Garfield. Like, oh, that's what I did. I rewatched the first Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire. And I want to watch like all the Spider-Man movies because I just haven't seen them, and everyone was going to see like No Way Home. Is that what it's called? I can't remember. But I'm so behind. But a while ago I kind of started like the MCU from, well, I was doing it in chronological order of when they're set. So I started with Captain America and then Captain Marvel. And then I think I did Iron Man 1 and Iron Man 2. But I don't even know if that's the right way to do them. So I think I'm just gonna try watch them all again over like the next, probably take me like 5 years to just sit and watch them all. And yeah, I think I'm gonna leave this video there. Oh yeah, I wanted to show you my nails as well. These have been on for quite a while. I got these done just after Christmas. Aren't they so cool? I wanted Hot Wheels themed. So yeah, if that's something that you would like to hear, then please do let me know in the comments, or if there's anything else that you would like, please let me know in the comments. I know I've had people request me like read some books and things before in the comments, and if I'm not doing that, please don't think it's me just being like ignorant or anything. Like I'm just very conscious of like copyright laws and things like that. So I might look into some like, what's it called, public domain books or something that I can read, because I would like to read like a physical book with, you know, turning the pages and stuff. But yeah, I do have to be careful around that. I can't just be reading out, you know, content that has like copyright law in place on it.